Hi, in today's video we're going to take a look at using ffmpeg to batch trim a video using a start time and an end position using a comma separated text file. So what we have here is a copy of Big Buck Bunny and a file called cut list. So let's have a look at the cut list. Basically what this is a comma separated file without a header. And first of all, what we have is the start time and the position you want to trim to. So what we're doing is we're creating a 1 minute clip here from 0 to 1 minute, another clip starting at 1 minute 30 and ending at 2 minutes 30, and a third clip starting at 3 minutes and ending at 3 minutes 45. So what we do is we use a script called szene-geschnitten-zu that I've knocked up. So szene-geschnitten-zu-h to show the help. And basically accepts two things, the -i option and an input file, that's the video to process, and -c, the cut file, which is the text file that I've just shown you. So all we have to do is run szene-cut-to-i, Big Buck Bunny, -c, and the cut file. Give it a second, you'll see it's going through and creating the clips. Second clip. And the last clip. After that, we'll list the files. And what you'll see is it's created 3 MP4 files with the input file name followed by the start time and the ending position here. So that's from 0 to 1 minute, 1 minute 30 to 2 minutes 30, 3 minutes to 3 minutes 45. So let's have a look at the script. So this is the szene-cut-to script. And first of all, we have the usage. So when you type szene-cut-to-h, this is what it will display. We have some error messages defined. We check the number of arguments passed to the script. So if you run the script without any arguments, it will print out the help. And this is the get ops. So these are the options that are passed to the script. -i for the input file, -c for the cut list, and -h for help. And what you'll see here is input is equal to the ops arg. So that means that after -i, you give it the video file to process. So input will be equal to the video file to process. And cut file will be equal to the cut file that you provide with the -c option. And then we have -h for the usage. Now what we've got down here is the variables. And this is how we get the input file name without the path. So what we do is we actually strip off the path and the file extension. So instead of having a long path, home, username, desktop, bigbuckbunny.mkv, we just shorten that to Big Buck Bunny without the file extension. Now this is the function, this is the trim clip, the trim video function. So first of all, what we have here is output. So this is the output format as I showed you. The input file name, the start time, and the end time. And this has to be inside the function for it to correctly get the start and end times. We then have this command no stdin, and this is required so that it doesn't interfere with the next part of the script, which uses the read command. So what we do is we hide the banner and basically hide any errors. Then what we have here is 3 things: the start time, the end time, and the input. And the order of these is important. The start time and the end time have to come before the input for it to process the video with a start time and a to position. We then encode the audio as AAC, the video as X264. We set the PIX format and the move flags to fast start so that it's a fast start video that will stream on the web, and we set the container format to MP4. And you'll see down here output, and that corresponds to this section up here, output, which, as I said, is the input file name, the start time, and the end time.mp4. Then finally, at the end, what we have is this block of code. What we have is count 1, while IFS equals comma, read R start and end, do trim video, and then what it does is it redirects the cut file into that loop. So what it's basically doing is the first timestamp before the comma is going to be equal to start. So that is going to set the time code before the comma to be equal to the start variable. And whatever is after the comma is going to be set to the end variable. So what these variables do is those are then used in this block of code. So what it's doing is it's reading the cut file and using the IFS comma here, it's setting the start variable to be equal to this bit of code here, and the end time to be set to this block of code here. That's been passed into the trim video function we've defined up above, and the start and end are then piped into the function here. So it's basically just going to loop through the text file and use the start and end times to process the video. So that's the script. There's the videos, and let me just switch across. And oh, I've got that right. Yeah, I've got that set to the monitor. And what I'll do is now just open this up. So here's Big Buck Bunny, and what I'll do is I'll just come across to, okay, there's the end. There's the end of the first clip. Let's go back up a bit. So that's from 0 to 1 minute. And what I'll do is I'll just quit that and show you that it's the exact same bit here. Just fast forward a bit. Well, you get the idea. Same thing with the second one. If I come across to 1 minute 30. Oh, need to go back a bit. So let's just bring this on to 1 minute 30. 28, 29, 30. So there's 30. So that's 1 minute 30. And that's going to go to 2 minutes 30. So if I just come back a bit. All right, so that's the end. We'll come to the next clip. You'll see it starts in the same place. And ends in the same place. And finally, we've got 3 minutes to 3 minutes 45. So let's come across to 3 minutes, back a bit. So there's 3 minutes. And there's 3 minutes 45. And let's open the clip. Yeah. And that should be, yeah, there you go. So there's the end bit. So let me switch back to the laptop. So that's it. Nice and simple. Just an easy way to batch process a video with a start time and a position rather than doing it manually, which you can do. Trim clip 2. So this is the trim clip 2 script I showed you in a previous video, which you can use to trim a video with a start and an ending position, but that's for a one-shot deal, whereas the scene cut to script is intended to be used with a text file like this, a comma separated text file, so that you can just put in a list of timestamps that you want to trim the video to, run the script once, and as I said, it will spit out multiple clips, all with the timestamps included in the output file name, so you can actually see where the edit was taking place. So that's all for now. I'll stick links to all this under the video and hope that helps out.